to our dear twins, Shua and Chani. As Tati and I stand here today, proudly gazing into your eyes, we recall your early first days, our indescribable joy and emotion as we welcomed you, Shua, and 20 minutes later, you, Chani, into this world. We recall our deep gratitude to God as we walked through the doors of our home with our double blessing, carrying our pink and blue little bundles. The curiosity, excitement, and love of your big brother Yehuda and big sister Chaya as they held you and watched you grow. Ever since she was introduced to her twin siblings, Chaya started playing with 2 dolls only. We recall the 200 diapers being delivered every week, and we almost required a moving truck for every family outing. We recall your first smiles, your acrobatics, the double trouble, your first steps, and every miraculous milestone. You have added so much to our family. The little baby, Judaism teaches, is like a tiny seed. If lovingly tended and cultivated, it grows to become a strong, tall oak, a tree that will spread its branches, grow leaves, and provide fruit and shade for all. Parents faithfully water the little seed with love. The little sapling is nurtured and grounded with dedication, holiness, and solid Torah values. And it is these strong roots that sustain and anchor the tree, giving it the strength to stand strong in the face of winds and challenges that will come its way. Each mitzvah, every good deed you do, my dear children, strengthens your personal tree. When you wake up in the morning and wash Nagelwasser with joy, when you eagerly put coins in the charity box, when you lovingly share your favorite toys with your siblings and guests, when you fervently recite the Aleph Bet and Shema from the Siddur, when you excitedly kiss the mezuzah, then, my sweet little ones, you are adding delicious, fragrant fruit to your tree in God's garden. The Lubavitcher Rebbe teaches us that even the simple acts that children do at their tender age have great effect not only at their immediate surroundings, but on the whole world at large. Shua and Chani, you can change the world. You are doing it already. As you both turn 3 years old, we would like to share with you the significance of your names. Shua, you carry the name of my beloved grandfather, Yehoshua, Shia Kodik. During World War II, when he was about 25 years old, the Nazis placed siege in the city, cutting energy, food, and water supply. It was the infamous Leningrad blockade, one of the longest and most destructive sieges in history. Realizing the extreme starvation that was about to take place, Zaidi took all the money he had and spent every penny of it on chocolate. He recounted that during those terrible days of the winter of 1941, as he walked through the bitter cold streets, weak and so hungry, he felt at times that he could no longer go on as he was completely depleted of strength and energy. He would then take a small piece of chocolate and put it in his mouth. The sugar would get his blood and heart pumping again, and that enabled him to continue surviving. Every piece of chocolate he had meant a day or perhaps an hour more of survival. Despite not knowing how long the siege was going to continue, he shared the chocolate, a literal lifesaver, with others who wouldn't make it otherwise. In the face of utter darkness and evil, he brought light and kindness. He saved lives with great self-sacrifice, demonstrating a love for Hashem and for mankind. Our forefather Abraham recognized that there was a creator at the tender age of 3. It is at this age that a child develops the maturity to start learning Torah and keeping mitzvot. On this special day, Shua, your 3rd birthday, you receive your very first pair of tzitzis and kippah, continuing in our father Abraham's footsteps. I'm sure that along with all of us, Zaidi Yehoshua looks down at you now with immense joy and pride as you, his great-grandson, embark on your mission as a proud Jewish boy, bringing light to this world, emulating and perpetuating the legacy of the man I'm so proud to call Zaidi. Chanale, You are named after the Lubavitcher Rebbe's mother, Rebbetzin Chana. She was married to Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Schneerson, rabbi of the Ukrainian city known today as Dnipropetrovsk. Rebbetzin Chana's home was a constant hub of communal activity. She and her husband fought with great self-sacrifice to keep Judaism alive in Soviet Russia. On the 9th of Nisan at 3 a.m., 4 NKVD agents appeared at Rabbi Levi Yitzchak in Rebbetzin Chana's home and arrested him. In a false trial staged by the Soviets, Rabbi Levi Yitzchak was found guilty of anti-Soviet propaganda and sentenced to 5 years of exile in a small village in Kazakhstan. Rebbetzin Chana immediately resolved that, come what may, she would journey out to that remote location to join her husband. They lived there in extreme poverty and discomfort, with barely any food. Ink was not available. Rebbetzin Chana would secretly manufacture her own by soaking herbs she gathered in the fields. Paper was so scarce that her husband wrote in the margins of the books that she had brought with her, and on the small scraps of paper that she managed to gather. The ability to write his Torah thoughts, she would later observe, brought her husband greater pleasure than the bread she would serve him after days of hunger. With dignity and without pretension, Rebbetzin Chana always took a genuine interest in the well-being of each person she knew. Her love of fellow Jews and sincere concern for each individual were clearly evident in each word she spoke. Today, there are many educational institutes around the world that proudly bear the name Chana, together with the countless women and girls who have been named Chana. They serve as a fitting tribute to the remarkable life and personality of Rebbetzin Chana. Hasidim are considered like children. In this vein, I am sure that Rebbetzin Chana looks down with immense joy and gratitude as you, Chani, her beautiful great-granddaughter, makes a difference in this world. We are confident that you will continue to emulate the heroic woman whose name you proudly carry. On this special day, when you turn 3 years old, you begin fulfilling the mitzvah of lighting a Shabbat candle every Friday afternoon. Our matrix Sarah began doing this mitzvah over 2,000 years ago. Jewish women and girls have been doing it ever since. Dear Chanale, you are now joining millions of women who light up the world every Friday afternoon.
All it takes is one small candle, one small flickering, shining candle. That is all it takes to penetrate the dark. All it takes is one soft word, one soft, soothing, gentle word. That is all it takes to mend a broken heart. But when we put our hearts and minds together, 1,000 glowing candles burning bright, then we become a force that can't be measured, and together we can drive away the night.
Shua and Chani, Tati and I, along with your grandparents and great-grandparents, all the way back to the first Jews, Abraham and Sarah, are all here with you, beaming with pride. We want to bless you with a healthy, happy, and long life filled with meaning, goodness, and success. The tears you see on our faces are tears of joy. They carry the heartfelt confidence and faith that you will continue to make all of us, your entire family and extended Newbury Park family, the Rebbe, the Jewish people, and our Creator eternally proud. Mazel Tov, Shua and Chani. We love you, Mommy and Tati.